All right. Welcome everybody. Happy Friday night. Welcome to the 6K celebration stream. I see everybody in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear, crystal clear. Let me know in the comments. Let's see who's in the chat. Antonis Adriatis, what's going on? How are you? I apologize if I'm already mispronouncing names. Excellent. Antonis says you can hear me. Fantastic. Justin Smith's in the house. 6K celebration stream. Fuck yeah. Appreciate that. Sean Sr.'s in the house. Congratulations on 6K. Thank you, sir. Justin Smith says, I forgot about that noise. Yep, it's CHH in the house. Dude, your intro music really pisses me off. That's a pet peeve of mine. Well, the funny thing is about that eating noise, it's actually Christian's dog, Owen, that we actually snuck into his house a couple weeks ago and got the sound effect from. That's his Otis dog making that chewing noise. So it's your dog, man. I don't know what to tell you. Justin Smith says open mouth chewers are the worst. I agree. Absolutely agree. Ian Lives, how are you? That was just the sound of Brandon eating. What do you mean? I chew with my mouth closed. Thank you, sir. Proudly. Rick Hunter says, hello, TobattoVision. Congratulations for getting 6K subs. Appreciate that, sir. Witch Hunter's in the house. Brandon, congratulations on 6K. Pardon me if I'm slurring and talking slow, guys. I am extremely tired. Today was a very, very long day. Happy to be here with you guys, but just excuse my slur. It's going to get a lot rockier before the night's out, I'm sure. Ian says, that kind of sounded mean. Just kidding. That's all right. Did not sound mean at all. CHH says, can we get a gameplay through stream soon? Those are honestly the best. I agree. I really want to do an Alien 3 playthrough sooner than later. I think the SNES version of Alien 3. We haven't done a playthrough since August, which is bizarre to me because that's 3 months ago now, which is somehow crazy. Saturn Video, what's up, Saturn? And wants to see Symphony of the Night play through. That would be cool, but that would probably take like 6 or 7 nights at least to completely finish that game 100%. Probably longer because I would no doubt get my ass kicked during a live stream. Saturn Video says the Butterman's Crystal Rage Melter grows once again. Excellent. Rick Hunter says message retracted. Alrighty then. Jamie Hart says congratulations on 6K. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate that. And Justin Smith says grab an energy drink. You know, I should have done that on the way home. I really should have done that on the way home. Okay, switching screens here. Looks like my mic is still working. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Justin Smith says Symphony of the Night is a long game. It absolutely is, but it's a fantastic game. It's a masterpiece for sure. It's probably my third favorite Castlevania game of all time. Part 4 is obviously still my favorite, followed closely by Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis, followed by, of course, Symphony of the Night, and probably Castlevania 64 right after that. So, CHA says, if you were to stuff Chevy Chase for me, would you bill by the pound, or is it a charge per breed? Probably by the pound. What kind of dog is Chevy Chase? Chevy Chase is not the Otis dog, is it? It's not the pug, right? Or is it something else? Probably by the pound. Probably by the age of the dog and the pound. We would have to do that here in a live stream. It would probably take at least 12 hours to do because you have to, not to be gross, but you have to skin the animal, clean the hide, make a mold of the skinless body to get the form right, make a negative mold, fill it with like urethane foam, take the foam out of the mold. Once the hide is cleaned and dried, or whatever the terminology would be, you got to put it on the foam form, sew it on there, glue it together, put in the fake eyes, put the nails back on, all that kinds of gruesome stuff. It would take quite a while. I've never taxidermied an animal. I just have a taxidermied animal, but I know the process is very, very complicated and long. That's all I can say about that. But Christian, I will do it. If you want me to do the experiment on Chevy Chase, I will gladly stuff your dog in a live stream here on TobattoVision. I'm sure everybody here would be glad to watch that kind of video. Saturn Video says, I'd love to see you play Devil May Cry as well. I've never played Devil May Cry, which is very bizarre to say because it's such a popular game. At least it was a popular franchise. I have no idea if it's still popular now, but never played Devil May Cry. Never played it. Never played it. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I know it was sort of a last-minute live stream. We only planned this like 3 or 4 days ago. Just wanted to kind of get on here. We're at 6,100 plus subs. Mostly due, I think, to that Castlevania playlist I made a few months ago. It really blew up. There's been a lot of new followers to the channel because of that video, but I'm still grateful. I'm so glad you guys are here along for the ride. There's been a lot more interaction rate with the comment section, the community posts, stuff like that. So the channel is getting bigger. But I think that Castlevania playlist really helped. But here we are, 6K, which is bizarre because 3 or 4 months ago we were at 3K. The night that I had all those car problems and the battery died and all that stuff. You guys probably remember that stuff. That was a disaster. But tonight there was no car troubles. We made it back home safe and sound with just not 30 minutes to spare before the stream started. And it's been one hell of a week. It's been kind of a bizarre 11 days since Halloween. It's been very hectic at work. I feel like everybody's just had sort of a weird couple weeks. Am I right? It's been a very bizarre November so far. Looking forward to Thanksgiving. Looking forward to Christmas. As you guys can see, my Halloween wall still stands. On the last episode of Planet Dirty, I said this wall was going to be totally redone with Christmas stuff by the next time you guys saw it, but I've been slacking. So the next time you guys see it, it will be Christmasified. I have to get a frame for my Terrifier 3 poster, put my my Frankenstein Christmas hat poster back up here, maybe put my Glenn Strange Frankenstein mask here with a Santa hat on top, get some garland, some Christmas lights, maybe some Krampus die-cut decorations, and get it all 'tis the season for the next 2 months or so. Should be a good time. Let me catch up with the comments real quick. CHH says, do you have a storied history with Castlevania Bloodlines? Storied? I'm not sure if it's storied, but I've loved it since the first time I played it. I obviously played it way later than I played Castlevania 4. I don't think I played Bloodlines until 95 or 96. The game came out in 94. But yeah, great fucking game for sure. Fantastic 2D Castlevania game. Second best in the franchise. I wish it was a longer game, and that game is very slept on as far as the difficulty goes, because it is a very difficult game. I don't care what anybody says, regardless of which character you play as too. Bloodlines is a fantastic. We need to play Bloodlines in a live stream for sure. I need to get the Sega Genesis ROM, and we need to play that maybe before Alien 3. Because Bloodlines is still a horror game. It's still a Castlevania game, so we should do that live for sure. That would be a lot of fun. Saturn says Devil May Cry 5 is one of the greatest games I've ever played. Excellent. Justin Smith says, I remember that night. Yep, talking about the night the car broke down. That was a disaster. That was an absolute nightmare. Sean Sr. says the fall is just flying by. It really is. October... we did all the Halloween decorations early September this year. It was like September 2nd. We started putting everything up. And then it was suddenly October. Me and my daughter did all those cool, like, Happy October 1st videos and stuff like that. And suddenly it was time to go on vacation for 10 days. We got back from that. It was Halloween, and then it was a blur. All the Halloween decorations are down except for this wall. And the Thanksgiving decorations and Christmas decorations and the rest of the house are slowly going up. And it's just this fall season, like the rest of the damn year, seems to have just flown by faster than any other year so far. It's just been a bizarre, quickly paced year so far. Very weird. Very strange. Justin Smith says, I've never played Bloodlines until I was older. I was always a Nintendo kid. Pretty much the same. We had the Genesis at my grandparents' house. So that's where I really played Bloodlines was at my grandparents' house. Saturn Video says, Bloodlines is my third favorite Castlevania. Aria of Sorrow and Symphony are above it. Aria of Sorrow, from what I can remember, was a very good game. Was that on... Yeah, that was on Advance. That was a good game. I don't think I beat that one, but it was a good game. Another one of those Metroidvania games, for sure. Good stuff. Retro Ryan, how are you, sir? Brandon, congrats, bud. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. It's been a long time coming. I did not expect to get to 3K this year, let alone 6K. Again, I think I attribute most of that to that Castlevania playlist. But either way, it's a cool milestone to get to. I did not expect that this year. 6K is pretty good. I hate that we were demonetized right around, getting to 5, 6K, but here we are. Hopefully in January the channel gets remonetized. But 6K regardless, it's enough to warrant a little celebration stream, I think. We haven't done one in a long time. Cheers to you and your co-star Monkey. Appreciate that. And I think I'm going to flip over to here real quick so you guys can see the chat, see my pretty 6K celebration background. I think in a minute we're going to switch over to some surfing the web stuff because I want to show you guys some stuff online. We'll kind of take it easy tonight, have a little celebration stream, and just kick it and see where the night takes us. We'll probably go for an hour or so. I can't see us really going past an hour. And we'll just see where it goes to. I think the first thing I want to focus on tonight is I've talked at length about the situation with YouTube and being demonetized because of reused content and stuff like that. I want to show you guys where I'm at with that and what I see from my end as far as the demonetization stuff. So if you guys can see this, this is my earn section on my YouTube channel. And it says here, your channel remains ineligible for monetization. Our reviewers found that your appeal video was not successful. You still have the opportunity to reapply for monetization. So it's basically saying that the remonetization or the appeal video I made to get my channel remonetized was rejected because it was not representative of the channel. Your appeal focused on a small number of videos on your channel instead of explaining your channel as a whole. In order for your suspension to be overturned, the majority of your channel should follow our policies. And I mentioned this in the last Planet Dirty, but for those of you who were not watching, I'll fill you in. The appeal video I made was about an 8-minute video. It covered probably 4 or 5 months worth of content. And I tried to upload it, and they said they wanted it to be 5 minutes or under, so I had to really condense the video into a video that really focused on about 2 to 3 months of the content. It got instantly rejected because it didn't focus on enough of the channel, all that stuff. Really big pain in the ass. They don't really tell you how much of the channel you should focus on when you're making the appeal. So I focused on like the most recent 3 to 4 month, 5 month period of time for content, because I figured that's what they would want to see, because that's where a lot of my like the Castlevania playlist, a lot of movie shorts would be uploaded. So I figured that would be the problem era for the channel, but apparently that wasn't enough. So that got rejected. And what happened when that video got rejected is it made it to where I could not reapply until at least January 10th, 2024. So we still got a ways to go before we can reapply. Matter of fact, it looks like it's 2 months to the day from right now because it's the 10th. So 2 months from now, we'll have a decision about TobattoVision. And it says here, reused content is really the reason why the channel was demonetized. Still no specifics. I still disagree with it entirely. But here's what it says. For a lot of the channels, a lot of your channels down the pipeline that this might happen to, this is what they're trying to say the do's and don'ts are. And I'll try to quickly blow through this so we don't waste too much time on it. It says do. Examples of what is allowed to monetize on YouTube. A funny or thoughtful revision of content you didn't originally create, which I would consider meme videos and stuff like that, video memes, which I've uploaded a lot of recently. Clips of other people's content as part of a critical review. So like my movie reviews and stuff like that have clips of movies, that should be allowed. A scene from a movie where you've rewritten the dialogue and changed the voiceover, that's allowed. I haven't done that, but that's allowed. Replays of sports tournaments where you explain what a competitor did to succeed or fail. Reaction videos where you comment on the original video. And edited footage from other creators where you add a storyline or commentary. That's what they want you to do. As far as of what's they're saying is not allowed to monetize is short videos you compiled from other social media websites. I was thinking maybe my video memes could be that because those are composed from CapCut, an editing software on the phone. But video memes should be allowed, so that's kind of confusing what they mean by that. Collections of songs from different artists, even if you have their permission. This is where I think it could be the Castlevania music playlist that gave me the trouble in the first place, because that was uploaded back in June, but it really blew up in the last month or so, and it's like 500,000 views or more now. That could be the problem child right there because of what it says here. Still not sure. They still won't tell me specifically. Also, what's not allowed is clips of moments from your favorite TV shows edited together with little or no narrative. So I do have a few YouTube shorts of movies and stuff that were uploaded a year or two ago. That could be part of the problem. Still not sure. I'm probably going to take those videos down just to be sure closer to January. But until January, I'll let them continue to collect views and subscribers until then. Content uploaded many times by other creators. This could also be video memes because there's so many of the same stuff floating around. But if they're customized with your own verbiage and own music and own sound effects, it shouldn't really count, but maybe it does. I don't really know. And the last thing says promotion of other people's content, even if you have their permission. Now, I do a lot of those Planet Dirty promotional videos advertising our next streams. I'm not sure if this falls into that category. But it could fall into the category. I'm not really promoting Christian's content. I'm promoting both of our content. But again, since they're not being specific, it's hard to really say what is or isn't the problem. I just want to give you guys an overview of what I'm seeing from my end, what we're dealing with here at TobattoVision. And if you guys get this problem on your own channel down the road, this might help you, gather information on what the problem could be for your own channel down the road. Saturn Video says, when are we going to get a Tang Portal t-shirt? I'm not really sure. You're gonna have to inquire to Christian about that. Retro Ryan says, yeah, they're so strict about any movie clips, which is damn near impossible when running a movie. It's exactly right. It's hard to say. It's very, very hard to say. All right, let's see where we are. 18 people in the chat right now. I appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Click that like button and click the notification bell to stay current in all things TobattoVision when I start uploading videos again. And all that respectful jazz. I think we need to take a minute to talk about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, because I am so stoked about that movie, and the trailer dropped a couple days ago. I haven't made a trailer reaction. I probably won't because I don't really enjoy doing those anymore. But I was pretty much blown away by the trailer. I thought it looked great. The cast looked on point. Seeing Dan Aykroyd and Murray and Ernie Hudson back was a delight, as always. I didn't see them as prominently featured in the trailer as I had hoped. I kind of figured this movie would sort of go back more so on the old crew this time around versus the new crew from the last movie. But I guess the new blood is really the focus of this movie, and they're sort of passing the torch again. I'm just hoping they're in the movie for at least a huge portion of it. Like, I hope they don't just kill them off in this movie, and that's how the torch is passed. Like, I want them to be prominent players, and I want all three of them to survive. Obviously, Bill Murray is a question because he's wanted to be killed off in several Ghostbusters movies before that. One of the original ideas for Ghostbusters 3 was Bill Murray would be a ghost from the outset. Luckily, that hasn't happened yet, but I can see them totally killing his character off in this film as like a sacrificial, like sort of like a Han Solo situation. I hope they don't do that, but if they do, I hope he at least appears as a ghost and there's a bunch of comic relief and all that stuff. And I do have a feeling, I'm not going to show the trailer here because I don't want to add to my continuing crisis as far as monetization goes, but there's one shot in the trailer where you see the statue of the lion come alive, and you see a guy in front of the lion kind of jump back, right, like as if he's scared. 20 people in the chat now. Thanks everybody for being here. We're talking Ghostbusters Frozen Kingdom. I think the person in that trailer who jumps back when the lion statue comes alive, I think that's going to be a Rick Moranis cameo. I think they're keeping that under wraps. But how could he not be in this movie? They're back in New York. He's out of retirement. I could totally see that being Rick Moranis for sure, because that would be such a good callback of him getting scared by yet another statue. That would be fantastic. But the trailer looks good. The tone looks good. It looks very spooky. It looks very grim. The color palette looks fantastic. The special effects, the visual effects look great. Really happy to see the firehouse again. I'm really happy that NYC is the setting again versus Oklahoma or Kansas, wherever they were in the other movie. Great stuff. I'm super stoked. I'm glad we only have to wait till March to see it. It's going to be fantastic. I hope it blows Afterlife out of the water. I hope that the crowds come out en masse this time for the theatrical run of this film. I want it to do very well because I want to see more of these films made. And I hope it'll sort of invigorate the old cast to stick around longer and not fully pass the torch. That's what I'm hoping for. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Saturn Video says, it looks so good, I need it now. I agree. Absolutely agree. Justin Smith says he's so excited for the new Ghostbusters. Absolutely. Justin Smith says this is kind of like Aykroyd's original 3 script except Frozen. You're right, because in that script they go to hell, correct? In that script. Jeff Schuchart, what's up, Jeff? How are you? Hey, man, this is Connor. Me and my friend have a horror movie podcast and randomly just got kicked off. Really annoying. That sucks. I hate when that happens. That's always a bummer. Sorry to hear that. Well, welcome to the show, regardless. Retro Ryan says, imagine with the success of the SMB movie having an animated real Ghostbusters movie in that style. It won't happen, but I can dream. That would be very cool. Very, very cool. Wonder if Annie Potts and Sigourney Weaver will make an appearance. Sigourney Weaver is not in the cast, according to IMDb. But Annie Potts is absolutely in the cast. So I'm assuming she's going to be the receptionist again. Which again would allude to Rick Moranis making an appearance, I would think, you know. Movie Maniac, what's up, Movie Maniac? Says he's loving the new trailer, feels fresh, but keeps the familiarity. Agreed. Brian Trash says congrats, thank you, sir. Mike Max says congrats on 6K, appreciate that, Mike. 20 people in the house, thanks everybody for being here. We're talking Ghostbusters Frozen Kingdom, a.k.a. Ghostbusters 4, a.k.a. Afterlife Part 2, whatever you want to call it. Just thank God it has nothing to do with the 2016 film. We can all move on from that and forget that entirely. Fight the Good Fight says, hopefully this Ghostbusters doesn't have anything to do with the all-female one. Yeah, the 2016 film was a total reboot, totally different canon, totally different continuity. This has nothing to do with that, thankfully. We can take that movie in complete isolation as it should be. Justin Smith says, yeah, NYC turns into a hell portal, pretty much in the 3rd script, but Aykroyd did. The video game was Ghostbusters 3, exactly. I never finished that game. I should have. I really should have finished it. But yeah, anyways, Ghostbusters, I cannot wait for it. The poster's awesome. I hope it's a merchandise machine. Fantastic stuff. And hopefully Paul Rudd gets some more funny content to work with this time, and hopefully he's more prominently featured. If Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson and Bill Murray aren't going to be more prominently featured this time around, as I had hoped, Paul Rudd is a good second to take care of that. But yeah. Next order of business. As you guys know, back in October, I was doing some hockey mask creations, which I like doing for Night Witch Productions. But I really want to get back into collecting masks again for myself. I'm kind of I'm spent on the Michael Myers mask hobby for this year, but I want to buy 1 or 2 really high-end hockey masks for myself that aren't made by myself. I want some really high-end stuff. And the 2 prominent choices in my opinion, are Crash Creations or fiberglassmasks.com. I have yet to own a hockey mask from either or. Fiberglass masks has been a staple in the hockey mask game for quite some time, as has Crash. But I really love the designs of Crash's masks, and I'm really leaning towards ordering one of his first. So I want to take you guys on a journey through Crash's website, if you'll indulge me, and I'll keep answering comments as I go. But here's the Crash Cunningham website. If you go to shop and go to goalie masks, you can see what he has. A lot of his stuff is sometimes sold out, but it looks like a lot of it's back in business. So like, here's what he has for sale. His designs are fantastic. Like fiberglass masks, which I'll get to next, are awesome. They're off the chain. He has a million varieties. So I'll switch over real quick. Like, look at the varieties of masks he offers, right, for fiberglass. But Crash Creations designs, So damn good. Like, look at this part 5. It's $160. Look at this thing. That is fantastic. And I know I'm switching gears here quickly from Ghostbusters to hockey mask, but this is just absolutely excellent. Absolutely excellent. This part 6 mask is absolutely fantastic. I want it. I need it. Like, his prices aren't bad too. Like, $165 is not bad for a good hockey mask. Not at all. All over the place, excuse me. The part 4 mask is off the chain. Look at this. Dude. Fantastic. I think Crash, yeah, he uses plastic. So they're not fiberglass masks like fiberglass uses. But ABS plastic is fantastic. Or PETG plastic, excuse me. Fantastic. I really love his Jason Goes to Hell mask. Look at this thing. It's super detailed, super gritty, super grungy. Like, that's awesome. $170. You can't beat that. And the part 8 is fantastic. It's a beauty. If I get a part 8 mask, it's going to be from Crash for sure. Look at that. Look at the detail on these masks. I mean, what do you guys think? Among this first wave of hockey masks that I'm going to buy, I'm going to start with one. I'm leaning towards either starting with a 5 or the Jason Goes to Hell. As much as I love the part 8 and I want a part 8 for myself, I professionally made one, which these are. I'm really leaning towards this part 5 mask. It's so damn good. I want it. I need it. Look at that thing. But with that said, you know, old boy CHH is sending me a part 4 Jason bust in the mail soon. So maybe I should just order a part 4 mask, you know what I mean, to complete that bust. Maybe that's the smarter option. You know what I mean? Like, look at that one. Look at that shit. It's fantastic, dude. I guess for the part 4 bust, this one would probably make the most sense to get. Like, that one's probably the best one to get for it. But yeah, dude, fantastic. It's fantastic stuff. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Real quick, let me catch up with the chat. All right. Movie Maniac says, I hope the OGs are in the whole movie and not just cameos. Agreed. Retro Ryan says, you and Christian have that chemistry together that can't be forced. Agreed. Ben Grimm, what's up, Ben? I like the last one as in Oklahoma, not Kansas. That's right. What's up, Ben? Thank you for joining us. Ben Grimm says some of it was shot in Oklahoma. That makes sense. They're probably going to show them like moving away, I'm assuming. Justin Smith says Cursed Camp Studios makes good ones too. I think I've seen them on Etsy before. You're right. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Hate, EXE. Congrats on 6K2. I appreciate that. Haiti EXE. Am I saying that right? Hate XE. Appreciate the congrats. Shout out. Thank you very much. Can we see the part 4 one? Nice. Yeah, it was good stuff. That Roy Burns one looks sweet. Again, guys, I'm really tired, so I apologize. I am slurring left and right. Just bear with me. I promise I am just absolutely burned out. But I'm having a blast. 18 people in the chat. Let's go over here to fiberglass masks and look at their stuff. Here's Crash's stuff. This is fiberglass masks. A plethora of hockey masks, dude. This guy's been in business for a long, long time. Since 2003, so 20 years. His prices, I think, are more expensive than Crash's, but they're fiberglass masks, so that's sort of to be expected. His part 5s are really good, too. Really, really good. You know what I mean? But there's just something about that part 5 from Crash's site that I just love. I love it. Speaking of my own masks for Night Witch Productions, I'm about to make 2 more masks for the holiday season. I'm making a part 8 mask, so I still have a blank left, and I'm making another Roy Burns mask. So if you guys want in, those are going to be probably $180 shipped because they're going to be very high-end detailed this time around compared to the last wave. Very detailed, very meticulous, very damaged, very gross and gritty and nasty compared to the last batch. I'm really excited to show you guys. But speaking of fiberglass masks, I need a new Roy Burns strap because I don't have any more Roy Burns straps. And this is the only guy to get them from because everybody on Etsy is not selling Roy Burns straps right now. You have to buy the kit, which I already have the blank. I don't need a kit. I just need the straps. So I'm gonna have to buy some straps from Fiberglass Masks, and they're $50 for Roy Burns mask straps. So that's gonna play into the price for sure. Anyways, I'm rambling. Look at this. Look at this stuff. He's got the Part 8 poster cover. I love this mask. Like, look at that. That's fantastic, dude. Are you serious? He's got the shiny Jason Goes to Hell poster mask. Great stuff. The prices really aren't that bad either. They're really not that much more expensive than Crash's. They're around the same price, actually, it looks like. But like, I love his Freddy vs. Jason masks. They're killer. They're absolutely killer. They have the damaged Cooper mask. This is sort of what Scary Larry from my upcoming Splatter Camp slasher movie is going to look like. He's going to wear this mask for sure. You know, this one looks like it's specifically based on the Vengeance fan film, which is a good fan film, by the way. It looks like they used this mask in the film. I think Jason's dad wears the mask in that film for this. I'm pretty sure that's how it plays out. I haven't seen Vengeance 2 in a while. Have I seen Vengeance 2 or Vengeance 1? Maybe I haven't seen Vengeance 2 yet. But I know they used the Cooper mask in it. I think Jason's dad uses it in the film, but I could be mistaken. I'll have to go back and see if I've even seen Vengeance 2 or if it's even out yet. I'll have to go double check. But if I remember seeing... The Vengeance 1 was very good. I could have sworn I saw Vengeance 2 and it was also really good, but I could be mistaken. I'll have to go after the chat and check. Again, rambling. Look, they got the Ghost mask from Never Hike Alone. This guy does great work. Great work. He's got the Split thing from Roseblood. Yep. Peter Anthony's fan film. Great fucking movie. Right here, you can see, if you go here, you can link to it right here. Peter Anthony's done the Split mask in the movie. It's sort of binded back together for the film. Great stuff. He offers all these cool Casey Jones masks. The old version and the new version, it looks like. Look, he's got the Mighty Ducks masks, the Scream TV show masks, Payday masks, Splatterhouse mask. Look at this. Look at the Splatterhouse mask. That's fucking sick, dude. Such good stuff, dude. He's got the Strangers masks. If you guys haven't checked out fiberglassmasks.com, you guys have to go here and check it out. He does amazing work, dude. A lot more variety than Crash. But again, I think I'm going to order my first Hawk from Crash. But this guy's got great stuff. Killer stuff. Like, he's got toxic slime masks from all the movies. War Hawks. Vintage style Hawks. Cannibal faceplates. This is where I'm going to get the head straps from. Right here. I need to order a Roy Burns head straps, which are right here. They're $30, not $50. Even better. Even better. Free shipping too. So I got to order these next week before I can make the Roy Burns mask. But those are going to be the two projects. I'm going to make a Part 8 mask and the Roy Burns mask again. Really gnarly stuff. He sells turtle shells, blank masks, everything you need. If you want it, you can get it here. Clearance masks. Discontinued $900. Not bad. Alien mask, $100. $100. Spider-Man, $100. Here you go. Smooth HM6 mask, $140. Splatterhouse, $100. I'm going to have to come here and make a purchase. This looks like a laid to rest mask, just not chrome. You know? Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, here's the Jason X mask. Look at that. Fantastic. And you got to order the back plate separately, it looks like. So that's $145. Jeez, it's expensive. So that would be $145 for that, plus $200 for that. What is the damaged version? Same price. Really nice stuff. But really nice work. You know, a lot of people I know have these masks, and they say it's the quality's just unreal. I can imagine. I'm sure they're kind of heavy too because they're layered fiberglass compared to the thin ABS or PETG plastic. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, let me go back and check the comments. Let's see. Where are we at? Antonis says, Brandon, what is your favorite horror movie of 2023 so far? Of 2023, it's got to be Scream 6. I loved Scream 6 unapologetically. I remember I talked all kinds of smack about it, saying I wouldn't like it. I loved it. It was fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Justin Smith says Vengeance 2 is better than 1. Okay, so it is out. I have seen Vengeance 2 then. That makes sense. Retro Ryan says, it's clear that the detail is what makes these killer. What is your opinion on the NECA ones for parts 3, 4, and 5? I'm not really a fan. Out of those 3 masks, I think the part 5 was the best. It is there. The 3 and 4 especially, they look cool, but they don't really look movie accurate to me. But they're cool for the price, I guess. But there's just something weird about them that I'm just not a fan of, really. Saturn Video says, whoa, he even makes the Tom Savini mask from the game. He does. Never Hike Alone 1 and 2 are still the best fan films. I really liked Never Hike Alone 1 a lot. It was very good. Retro Ryan says, can you recommend a Freddy face mask under $100 that's any good with or without the hat? Under $100, you're going to be hard pressed to really find a good one. But the Tots ones really aren't bad. For under $100, you're really pushing it as far as getting a good mask. But for under $100, you can't beat Tots because the molds are all great. With a good recall, they even look better. So I'd recommend buying maybe the Part 4. The Part 4 Tots mask is pretty good. The only thing that sucks about him is you can't find him without the slit. So if you're going to find him, I recommend a paint rehaul. Maybe having the rehauler seal up the slit in the back so there's no slit. Or keep the slit. It really depends on how big your head is to fit through the hole without having the slit there. It depends. But they're not bad for the price. But for under $100, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a really good Freddy mask. Devil's Latex does some really good Freddy masks, but I think his are all $200 and up, which is pretty standard for an indie artist. There's some really good silicone Freddy masks out there. I had one at one point. I sold it a while ago. That was like $300 or $400. So yeah, you're gonna be hard pressed for $100 or under. That's gonna have to be either a really bad Ruby's mask or a pretty decent Tots mask that you repaint. But under $100, you're pushing it. Just being honest. Evil Dead Rise was your favorite. Evil Dead Rise was good. I keep forgetting that was this year. Evil Dead Rise was good. But I think Scream 6 just has it. I loved that movie. I really liked Barbarian, but I think that was last year, not this year. But I could be wrong. When was Malignant? Was that this year or last year? Or was it the year before? I've lost so much. I've lost track of space and time entirely. I swear to God. You know what I mean? But yeah, good stuff. I think I'm gonna order my first hockey mask from Crash over fiberglass. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Another thing I want to talk about, I want to move on to, and I'm jumping all over the place because this is a sort of a last-minute live stream. I've been dying. I went to Kiss last year. We saw Kiss in September. My friend Ray and I went to a Kiss concert. Great show. But I've been dying for a good rock festival. And Welcome to Rockville happens in my home state of Florida every year. And it's now moved to Daytona, Florida versus Jacksonville. So it's only about an hour and a half away from my house. It's way closer than it used to be, and now it's a 4-day event. And the lineup for this year is pretty bizarre in a very cool way. Now check this out for all you rock heads out there. Chris Snyder says, what's up, Brandon? Congrats on 6K. Hey, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you being here. Thanks very much for the 6K shout out. We're looking at Welcome to Rockville 2024 in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's a 4-day event. Here's the lineup. Check this out. Let's start with the bottom stages. So for Thursday, let me zoom in for those of you who can't really see it. Let's go to Thursday first. Insane Clown Posse. Okay, that's pretty cool. All That Remains and Soulfly will be there. I'm not a huge fan of either of these, but that's cool that they're going to be there. Not familiar with Kerry King. Machine Head's going to be there on Thursday. That's pretty damn cool. Of Mice and Men, not a huge fan. Biohazard, that would be cool to see. Stabbing Westward would be very cool to see. Orgy's going to be there. That's awesome. I've seen Orgy once in 2004. It was awesome. Jay Gordon's the man. Saliva, not a huge fan, but that would be cool just to say I've seen them. Not a huge fan of Skindred. Care less about Flyleaf. Skillet, take it or leave it. It would be cool to see Mudvayne in concert, especially now that they got the paint back on. I'm not a huge fan of them at all. I like one or two songs, but seeing them would be a cool novelty. I've seen Disturbed several times. They would be cool to see again. Not really familiar with these, but Anthrax will be there. That's very damn cool. Judas Priest is going to be there. I've seen them one time before, I'm pretty sure. Judas Priest I've seen before at a festival, I'm pretty sure. Motley Crue's going to be there. That's kind of a dumpster fire I really want to see, But that's Thursday. For Friday, you have Tech Nine, which is very cool. So ICP Thursday, Tech Nine Friday. I've seen Tech Nine a dozen of times. Mushroom Head's going to be there. In Flames is going to be there. Mr. Bungle is going to be there. That's cool as shit. Polaris is going to be there. Living Color is going to be there. Alien Ant Farm. Could give a rat's ass. The Offspring is going to be there. If they play their early 90s stuff, I'd be down with it, but I'm not really a fan of anything before or after that stuff. You know what I mean? Jelly Roll will be cool to see, just sort of as a novelty thing. I'm not a huge fan of his stuff, but Powerman 5000 would be very cool to see. Nonpoint, I've seen them before, probably I think 2 or 3 times. That would be cool to see again. Limp Bizkit would be very, very, very fucking cool to see live. I think that would be very, very cool. And that's Friday. So far, we're looking pretty good. Saturday. Let's see, who do we got? Drain is going to be there. Drain kicks ass. I'm assuming this is the same Drain that was called Drain STH from the 90s and 2000s. All-girl band. Made some really, really kick-ass songs like Simon Says. Dude, great fucking band. That would be killer to see. I'm losing my voice here. Clutch is going to be there. That would be very cool to see. L7. Dude, fuck. It's almost worth going for L7. Head PE is going to be there. Seen them a bunch of times. Cypress Hill, I've seen them before. I pretty much almost broke my left foot jumping to Cypress Hill because I landed on an aluminum bottle at the last Rockville I went to. Stone Temple Pilots is going to be there. The new singer's pretty damn good. That would be cool to see. Don't care about Queens of the Stone Age. Don't care about A Day to Remember. So I'd be there for mostly Stone Temple Pilots. And for Sunday, I missed the top. For Saturday still, they got Primus, Greta Van Fleet, and Foo Fighters. It would be cool to see Primus. Care less about Greta Van Fleet. It would be cool to see Foo Fighters, I guess. But Saturday's lineup looks like it's going to be Fear Factory. Damn, Fear Factory's at the bottom. They should be like later at night. Damn. Cool to see nonetheless, though. Blackfield Brides, could care less. Sum 41, give a rat's ass. Sebastian Bach will be there. That's going to be a train wreck. Drowning Pool. The last time I saw Drowning Pool was at Ozfest 2002, a month or two before the original lead singer, OD'd and died. So that would be cool to see them. But it's very cool that I saw the original singer still. Theory of a Dead Man's going to be there. Evanescence is going to be there. I could care less. POD is going to be there. That would be cool to see them. I saw them live at Ozfest 01 or 02, maybe 03. Not sure which one it was. Edema, I can't believe Edema's still around and they're at the top of this list. Jesus Christ. Taproot, care less. Breaking Benjamin, can give a rat's ass. Slipknot, I've seen 6 or 7 times, maybe 5 or 6 times. I think 6 or 7 at this point. Would love to see them again. Hate the fact that there's only 5 original members now. 5 left, guys. There's only 5 left. Corey, Sid, James, Sean, and is that it? Is this 4? Damn, is this 4 original? Oh, and did I say Mick? Mick, James, Sean, Sid, Corey. Yeah, okay, that's it. 5 left, dudes. By the way, I'm so pissed that they fired Jay Weinberg because he was a fantastic drummer, and I don't care how. This is going to sound outlandish to you guys. I've been a fan of Slipknot since '99. I wasn't around during the Mate Feed Kill Repeat demo, debut album, whatever you want to call it, era, actively. I do like that album, Mate Feed Kill Repeat, but I was really an active fan since '99 when the self-titled album came out for Slipknot as we know them. And even with all that said, I think I like Jay Weinberg's drumming style better than Joey's. I know that's sacrilegious to say. Jay Weinberg was fucking on fire. It's sort of like the Kiss situation with Peter Criss and Eric Carr. Peter Criss is always going to be the first drummer. He's always going to be the fan favorite. Excellent drummer in his own right. You love the guy. But Eric Carr came in and blew everybody away. Not saying that Jay Weinberg is a better drummer. I don't know the terminology of what it means to be a great drummer or the technical aspects. I'm not a drummer. I don't know. I'm not going to claim to know that stuff. But Jay Weinberg, I just liked, he seemed a little tighter, a little bit more, less sloppy. And sloppy is a terrible word to use for Joey's drumming style. He was not sloppy. But Jay Weinberg just seemed to be more, whatever the term is, there's something about Jay Weinberg's drumming I just fucking loved. And I loved the songs he did that Joey obviously did first. I loved the way Jay did that stuff. So I think it's really a shame that Jay Weinberg got fired or quit. Whatever happened, it sucks. I figured he would be there till the end. But the way the band's running now, I think it's pretty much just Corey and Sean in charge of everything, for better or for worse. It's not totally out of left field. It just sucks. It sucks. But I'm still going to always support Slipknot, still going to like their music, still going to go see them in concert when I can. All that stuff. Let's see how much tickets are for this thing. It looks like a 4-day Daytona's Owners Club ticket. What is that? Let's not do that. Weekend 4-day VIP. Let's go 4-day general admission. 4-day general admission is $290 with a $60 fee. Jesus Christ. That's not that bad, I guess, for 4 days. The GA 4-pack is one. Oh, so 4 people get a little bit of a break. That's cool. They have reserved camping. Damn, there's a tons of kind of passes this year. Parking passes, camping passes. Anyways. Good stuff. Good stuff. I might have to make the trip out to Rockville tonight, you know? Might have to do it. I don't know. Let me check the chat, 'cause it's been a while since I checked the chat. Let's see what's going on. Where have I picked up at? Fear Factory is underrated and gets slept on. You're absolutely right. Justin says he saw Slipknot, or he saw Limp Bizkit live once when he was a teenager during the Anger Management Tour. Very cool. Antona says, wow. Richard Ryan says a lot of these bands feel like an Ozfest lap. Dude, I missed Ozfest so much. I haven't been to Ozfest since 03. I went to Ozfest 01, 02, 03. Some of the best festivals ever. The best festivals ever. As far as concerts go, those were the best festival years of my life. Nothing's touched them. Not Rockville, not the old Rockstar Mayhem Festival. Nothing has touched Ozfest. Ozfest was a fucking blast, dude. Fucking blast. Justin Smith says Slipknot is my favorite, or Corey has the most power in the band. and he's not even an original member. That's true. He's not original to the Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat era, but most of them aren't. Most of them aren't. Jay was a fantastic replacement. Slipknot is my favorite band, but the last few albums have been let down. Love Corey as a vocalist, but not so much the rest. Here's the deal. I was not a fan of We Are Not Your Kind or The End So Far. Not a huge fan. They were okay, but I was not a huge fan. And the Adderall EP is what it is. It was just basically Adderall 5 times, right? But I really fucking liked Chapter 5, or the Gray Chapter. I thought it was a fantastic album. Way better than All Hope Is Gone, but I still say Iowa, Self-Titled, and Volume 3 are the standout albums of the Slipknot discography as a whole. Toaster says, Howies. What's up, Toaster? Fight the Good Fight. What's up, Fight? Says, I saw Motley Crue during their Girls, 2. That must have been awesome. Tommy Lee had the drum set that went over the crowd and rotated while it played. So fun. Whitesnake opened up for them. That sounds badass, dude. Retro Ryan says, I've seen Ozfest 97 with the Sabbath reunion in Pantera. That's excellent. 97 was the second year, right? Because 96, I think, was the first. That's good stuff. Corey and Sean got so much hate for their announcement of firing Jay Weinberg. They took down the post. They did the same thing, I think, with Joey Jordison's post and with Chris Fenn's post when he left the band. Sam Thomason says, a little late, but what's up, man? What's up, Sam? How are you? Toaster says, do an H4 mask haul. I've done that several times. I love doing H4 mask hauls. If you want to buy an H4 mask and have me rehaul it, I'll do it for you. Let me know in the DM. I know one thing, AC/DC don't sound the same unless Phil Rudd is on the drums. He stays in the pocket. Chris Snyder says the Osbournes have a podcast now. Yeah, we've been listening to them. We just listened to the latest one in the car ride home tonight. We love the Osbournes podcast. Such good. You feel like you're family with those guys almost when you listen to that podcast. It's just a fun, cozy podcast. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Please do a Kirk mask into the H4 mask. That would be fun. I've done a Kirk mask into the H2 mask twice now, but not an H4. I've only rehauled existing H4 masks. Toaster 4719. You've been called. Justin says Ozfest 01 was his first Ozfest as well. Good stuff. Chris Snyder says Volume 3 is my favorite of their albums, but I like everything up until 5, The Great Chapter. That was the last album I really liked. Same. Toaster says I don't have money. Justin Smith says, I'm shocked Jim Root is still in Slipknot. He had issues with Corey and Stone Sour. Yeah, didn't he get booted out of Stone Sour because of Corey? That's awkward as shit. That's very awkward. But I think James does a lot of the songwriting now, at least most of it, I think, since Paul died. Because I'm pretty sure it was Paul and James together doing most of the songwriting before. I think that's how it worked out. I think now it's pretty much mostly Jim, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And also Craig's not in the band anymore. 133, the sampler, he's gone. That fucking sucks. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's just gone. Everybody's gone. It's just bizarre. It's very bizarre. Obviously, you can't help Paul and Joey because they passed away. You can't help that. But everybody else, I think everybody else was preventable. You know what I mean? It's all preventable. But again, we're not in the band. We don't know what really goes behind the scenes there. So it is what it is. It is what it is, I suppose. So we've been going for about an hour, guys. I'm going to sign off here soon. I appreciate you guys all stopping by for the 6K stream. I've had a blast. The next live we do will be structured. I'll have a whole structured plan to it. We'll have a whole theme and a topic and all that stuff. This is sort of a free-for-all 6K celebration, as it were. But before we go, I want to take you guys on a journey through my Midjourney AI account and show you guys how I make some Midjourney art and show you how I do prompts and stuff like that. And I'll have you guys help me make some prompts too. So before I go, let's do a couple of generations with Midjourney AI. What kind of funny or horror-related stuff would you guys like to see me generate right here on Midjourney live? Let me know in the chat what kind of stuff you would want to see me do on Midjourney. And hopefully I still have some credits left to even do this. I might not have any credits left, but we're going to see. So this is Midjourney. This is the Discord for Midjourney. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff we should be talking about. Retro Ryan says, Brandon, would you go back to revisit the peak of hair metal or grunge rock if you had the choice? Ooh, man, that's a good choice. I would love to go back. Here, oh, fuck. I would have to go back to grunge because I would have to see the Dirt tour for Alice in Chains happen. I'd have to see that. Saturn Video says the Great Ape War. That's a good one. Saturn Video is always talking about the Great Ape War. Let's do it. So I'm going to type / imagine prompt. Let's say the Great Ape War of 2023. Let's say, what else can we add to that? Let's say, what else? What other kind of prompt can we put in there? Let's say Tang, orange juice, orange drink, war, battle, epic, -- AR 16:9. Now we're going to generate it and see what happens. It's generating right now. Here we go, Saturn. Here's your moment to shine. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. There we go. It's, see how, like, right here, Midjourney. The Great Ape War generating right now, 31%. It's at 31%. Saturn, get ready, dude. Get ready. We'll do Tang Portal next, Chris Snyder, and then we'll do the Herbert West next. Fight the Good Fight says, I've seen Pantera for their Far Beyond Driven tour. That's fucking sick, dude. That's awesome. Where'd it go? Here it is, 100%. So Saturn, here we go. Here's the 4 choices it gave me for the Great Ape War of 2023, Tange Orange Drink, War Epic Battle. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is, Saturn. There it is. There it is, dude. I'm gonna save all 4 of these. I'm gonna upres all 4 of these, and let's do one more generation of this prompt and see what it gives us. I just vary that one to see what it gives us. That's what it looks like. Look at these beauties. Look at these beauties, dude. Oh man, we might have to do a whole stream of Midjourney prompts with you guys. I have to get some more credits, so we'll probably wait till next month when my credit account replenishes on here. But here's the next prompt. Here's the next prompt. 62%. We'll see what else it gives us. Sort of more of the same, but I'll save these nonetheless. These are fun. These are hilarious. So upscale. So in order to save them to your inventory, you got to upscale them from here. So when you generate a prompt, and it'll show you these 4 initial things. If you don't click U1, 2, or 3, so this is U1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't upscale them, it's not going to save an upscaled version. It'll just save a low res version of the 4 together. So you got to upscale them which ones you want. Toaster says, can I have a Myers mask for free? Sorry, Toaster, I don't do free masks. Sorry, man. Can't do it. Got too many bills to pay. Ben Grimm says, Band of Monsters. Let's see what that does. Let's do that. Let's just do a simple Band of Monsters. AAR 16:9. We're not going to get too specific. And who else wanted something? Let's do the Tang Portal. Tang Portal. Let's just give it a base prompt and see what it gives us. It's going to give us something totally wacky because I'm not being very specific and detailed with the prompt. The more detailed you are, the more detailed your generation will be. But if you're very broad, it'll give you a really bizarre, broad spectrum thing. So let's see what the Band of Monsters is first. 62%, 78%. There we are. Here's the band of monsters. That's pretty cool. The fourth one, not so much, but the first, second, and third are pretty cool. I'm going to save those. Let's upscale those. 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, this is a public forum, so everybody else can see your prompts and your generations, and they can take your prompts if they want to. Technically, you paid for the generation, you're paying for the prompt, so technically, you sort of own it, but again, it's nothing really stopping people from just downloading your prompts. Like I can go to this guy's stuff and just download his prompts if I want to. That kind of sucks about it. So if you want a private prompt on the Discord, you have to pay like $50 a month for it. I'm not doing that. But if you want totally private prompts that nobody else can rip off from you, you got to pay $50 a month. Anyways, so there's the HD version of that. It's very cool. There's that one. This is the coolest one, I think. Look at that. I can make this into a print. That's that cool. This is like where the wild things are. Very bizarre. Let's see what the other one generated for us. Where are we at? The Tang portal. So here's the Tang portal. And this was mine the whole time. I didn't even realize it. So this is the Tang portal. That's what it looks like, apparently, guys. That's the Tang portal. I like the third and fourth one the best. Let's save those. Anyways, that's probably enough for tonight. As far as generations go, I don't want to waste too many credits on that because I got other thumbnails and stuff to make. But anyways, guys, I've had a blast. I've had a good time. Thanks for celebrating 6K with me here. And it's been good stuff. I will see you guys. I have go check out my TobattoVision Halloween special if you haven't. Go check out the first episode of Candy Bar Creepshow podcast. It's my solo podcast. I'm not sure if I'm going to do those forever, but I got another Candy Bar Creepshow coming out towards Thanksgiving, and then another one towards Christmas. Other than that, there's some more video essays and short form content coming soon, I guess. But this is going to be kind of lackluster until I find out for sure whether we're monetized again. So hopefully we do another couple lives soon. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thanks for being here with me tonight. I will see you guys next time. Have a good, safe weekend. And again, thanks you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Have a good night. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's been fun. I'll see you.